Hey guys, I am Jim Coppinger, one of the principals here at ZenTech Consultants, and I wanted to talk to you today about a recurring problem that seems to come up over the recent years with almost all of our large-scale clients. It doesn't matter if you're a public utility, if you're some kind of a government organization, or even a large-scale architecture, engineering, construction firm. When you get to be a big enough size, we're all dealing with frustration in kind of being strong-armed into buying and purchasing named CAD licenses, right? We either have to buy license seats for every single person out there, or we have to drop a lot of folks off of our roles who should have CAD, but we just can't afford to give it to them. And the thing I want to talk about today is why. Right? Why do we put up with that? Why do we allow ourselves to be kind of railroaded into that type of one-sided relationship with our CAD vendor? And it really comes down to the single word you see up there on the screen. It is compatibility, right? One of the biggest concerns we have is to make sure that the files that we're working on are usable by everybody in our organization. They're usable by everybody we have to deliver to, right? The public at large, other engineers, whoever it may be. We want to make sure that we are dealing with the same files and the same file types, right? And that, even though we don't like having to pay all of those recurring licensing fees every single year for every single user, we'll accept that simply because we need that compatibility, right? And that's what I'm going to talk to you guys today about BricsCAD, right? Which is a very, very viable, very, very low cost alternative to the CAD system that you guys are probably using today. And here's the thing I want you to take away from this in terms of compatibility. BricsCAD uses the same DWG format as the Autodesk based or other based CAD systems you guys are using today, right? And I don't really want to focus on cost today, but I want you guys to walk away from this presentation understanding that you can put BricsCAD for a fraction of the price on 50% or 70% of the seats in your office, and people can open up and work in the exact same files, moving from any Autodesk product back over to BricsCAD. So let me show you what I mean. So what I'm going to do here, I'm just going to open up a drawing file in AutoCAD that I have over here on the left side of my screen. I'm just going to make some very, very simple edits here, right? I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to rotate this a little bit. I'm just going to rotate that up at an angle, and I'm going to draw a circle over here, and then I'm just going to go ahead and I'm just going to save that file. Now, what does that do? Well, here's what it does. It's just a standard DWG file. Right? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to over here on the right side of my screen, I'm going to go to BricsCAD, and I'm going to open up that exact same file. Right now it's telling me it's read-only because I've already got it open over here. But what I want you to see is that there was no conversion. There were no changes. There were no updates, no edits. Nothing at all needed to be done. I'm going to do the opposite here. Right? I'm going to go in, I'm going to close this out. I'm going to close it out over here. Right? And I'm going to open it up again. Right? And now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to draw just some basic polyline layout here. Kind of goes around my drawing here in BricsCAD. Right? And same thing. I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to save it. Right? Now when I go in and I open up the same file, right? It's again opening it up as a read-only file because I have it over here. But you see that the exact same line work, tools, features, functions, everything is built and structured here. Right? And the other thing I wanted to show you guys is that this can work just as well. A lot of us, I'm looking at base AutoCAD and BricsCAD, and a lot of us have to deal with actual verticals, things like Civil 3D and Revit and tools like that. I want to give you kind of the same type of setup. But you see here I got a Civil 3D document, right, with a tin surface and points. I'm just going to make it real simple. Right? And I'll just go out here and I'll just draw a circle out here. Right? And again, just save that document. Then I'm just going to go in, and again it'll open up read only, but I'm going to open up that same survey example. Right? And you see that it will actually just go ahead and open that up again with all the contours, all the points, all the data, and the changes. Doesn't matter. Right? The key to this, and the key that I want you guys to take away here today, is that everything you need in terms of compatibility exists directly inside of BricsCAD. You don't have to save or update or convert or do anything. People can work in multiple CAD systems across the same file with no problem at all. So it kind of gives you a lot of options in deciding whether or not you're willing to spend those extra $300,000 or $400,000 every year for named seats when there are some really, really affordable and more powerful and fully compatible options like BricsCAD available for you. Think about it.